everybody. Charlie Montoya, Director of Sales and Marketing here at MAXHUB. Excited to come to my first ever Microsoft Ignite. Really excited to be a part of the movement with Microsoft Teams and how it's just really kind of taken over the industry. So we're really excited to be here with y'all. Want to give you a really brief overview of MAXHUB, who we are, what we do, where we play, and really how we can help you in your environment today. So for those that have never heard of MAXHUB before, don't worry, you're not the first. That's what we're here for. So MAXHUB, we have been selling in the US market for the last 2 or 3 years. Worldwide, we are a global company. We are really one of the largest manufacturers of interactive flat panels, displays, and anything that really goes into the conference room, right? So we've been doing this for a long time. We really bring high-end enterprise class products to the market at a reasonable price point. That's why customers love us. That's why our resellers love us, because we can really help people use that budget they have in place to do more with. That's our goal, right? We want to make sure that this industry gets everything that it needs, and hardware is a big piece of that. So bringing it to you at a cost-effective solution is exactly what we're trying to do. So, and for us, MAXHUB, our XCore product is our latest iteration of technology that fits perfectly in the Microsoft Teams community. And we're really going to show you a lot of cool things about it today. So I'm here with Alan Nicholls. Alan will talk briefly here, or we'll talk for a little bit here in a little bit. So let's jump over to the next slide, Alan. All right. So first off, let me say, what is MAXHUB XCore? What are we doing? What are we delivering? What's going on? So we're looking to deliver the touch panel and the processor at a very high ROI. And this product line is designed for the huddle and the focus rooms. So when you look at this and you look at the inputs, you look at the outputs, you look at the design, you're going to see we're trying to make sure that we can make the huddle and small conference room completely affordable. Completely affordable. And we all know that's what's missing in the industry today. If I talk to resellers, I talk to customers, they're doing medium, they're doing large conference rooms. The price point hasn't been there for that huddle and focus room. And that's where we're really made sure that we're priced out. To give you an idea, our PC module, our touch panel, combined in our XCore kit, $800 MSRP. Not only do we bring you a whole system based on Windows 11 IoT with 12th generation processors and 10 cores built into it, we also offer something that is near and dear to our heart at MAXHUB, a full 3-year advanced replacement warranty, right? We want to make sure that you have the best quality product in your hands to give you the best overall experience and make sure the cost is affordable to you. So when you take a look at us, you're like, hey, look, I've been trying to do huddle and small conference rooms for the longest time. We got the price point for you. We got it in the budget for people to get in there. So it's really excited. We're really happy to do this. We're going to have a ton of products shown at our Microsoft Ignite event. So with that, let me turn over the specs to Alan Nicholls, who's our BDM for our MTR product line.
All right, great to meet everybody. I'm Alan Nicholls. I'm the business development manager over here at MAXHUB. And Charlie, you stole my thunder on all the specs on this thing, but I guess I can repeat now we got the pictures up on the screen. So the big thing that we got going here is we have that 12th gen Intel processor going on this thing, which gives you a really, really good performance for it. So as you have tech support, who's going to have to eventually reboot things for you or look into issues that you may be having with your meeting, this thing isn't going to take 10 minutes to boot up. It's going to take 2. If you're going to be putting it into larger rooms where you're going to be using digital signal processors and adding third-party software, it's going to be able to handle it. So we thought of the future. We wanted it to have a very long support cycle. We wanted it to run really quick for you. Nobody likes waiting. Nobody likes sitting there with their brand new product saying, hey, why is this thing out of support already? It's already only been in my conference room for 2 years. We don't want that for you. So we went out of our way to make it low cost, but not cheap. That's going to be our whole mantra with this whole line that we're coming out with. And because it is focused around the small to huddle rooms, what we put on the back here is it's going to have single HDMI. And we're also going to have 4 USB 3 ports. It's going to be hardwired. And because a lot of these rooms do have very limited areas for wiring, we included the power supply in the chassis. So now you can have really clean wiring. We come with a wall mount that has all your wire clamps on it. Keep everything clean. It clips to the wall, so you have a two-part mount. So as you do have to do maintenance, you have to dust it, take things off. You can just literally grab the unit, lift it up, and take it off the mount. And you don't have a power brick sitting there Velcro to the back of your TV and all kinds of a huge, awful wiring mess. And with the screen here, your touch screen, we have a 10.1-inch 1920 by 1200 panel. So it's big, it's crisp, it's bright, it looks great, it's very responsive, and it's going to have your HDMI ingest right on the back of it. So as you have people that coming in, I don't want to use Teams. I just want to plug my laptop in and I want to share what's on my screen. Grab the HDMI cable, plug it into the back of the screen. If you're using a wireless speakerphone puck, like we'll show you in one of our further slides, you want to charge it, we have a USB Type A port on the back of this as well. So you can charge your speakerphone devices, or if you want to just leave it there, it's also a USB hub. And that'll also give you the data transfer on it as well. So you can just leave it plugged in if you don't want to have it floating around the table.
And Alan, that's a big deal for installers, right? It's a matter of I don't have to have multiple cables running to my table anymore, right? We have one
Yep.
USB-C that goes from the PC module directly to the touch controller. That's it. That's it. That saves everybody a lot of time and headache.
Absolutely. And it brings away that barrier from when you're looking at small and huddle rooms, from having a $5,000 to $7,000 MTR installation to having your $800 core unit with whatever cameras you want to bring, or if you want to bundle ours into it, plus a very, very low cost of installation on, because the wiring on this is so simple. Everything's easy to use. And we wanted it to just be basically plug and play. So kind of going back to why we focused on the 12th generation Intel, I love showing this slide off. So I actually did these benchmarks myself here in my lab. So I had a couple of brand new competitor units sitting here. This is where they scored. These units are 2 to 3 times more expensive just for the computes than ours. And here we are sitting for performance. So we have a really great edge on both price and performance on this thing. So when you are looking to add DSPs, you're going to add different modules to it. You're going to add your own customized software to it for your huddle rooms, however you want to do it. We've got you covered.
Hey, and Alan, that's because we went with the 12th generation, right? It's the latest and greatest that you can really work on right now.
Yeah, exactly. So the 12th generation, as everybody knows, if you're looking at, let's talk to the nerds. The newer processors can do a lot more compute per cycle, and the previous generation, even the generation like 8th, 9th, 10th generation i5s, they're just quad cores, and per core performance is not all that great compared to modern standards. So that's why we can get away with using an i3 with our newer one, because it's a 12th gen and it just absolutely smokes pretty much everybody on the market. So what we really want to do is we want to get rid of this mess here, because everybody knows they've gone into these huddle rooms where it's just a TV. There's an HDMI cord, or heck, there's a HDMI card with 6 adapters, or there's some wireless click share thing that only works half the time. The screen isn't up to snuff because nobody knows if it's on. Nobody could find the controller. And it just takes 10, 15 minutes just to get your huddle room going. And it's an awful experience. And nobody cleans it up. Nobody knows what the wires are. And every single time somebody's in there, they got to call IT. So that brings IT in, and they don't want all the tickets. That costs you money in the long run, having IT waste cycles on things like a 20, 30-minute huddle room thing, just trying to figure it out 4, 5, 6 times a day. And because we come in really simple to install and a really low cost, our ROI on these things will pay for themselves very quickly. So as you install these into your small and huddle rooms, your meetings get going quicker, all your employees waste less time, and your IT's happy because they don't have to go there and babysit every single meeting that's going on in these. Not to mention, it just looks cleaner, it looks nicer, and it's easier to use for everybody. And it just looks more modern, because as people go back to work and as they go back into the office, well, I wouldn't say they're happy to be back in the office, but it makes it less terrible.
Well, and I would say this as well, right? Today in those huddle and small conference rooms, people are going with more of a BYOD solution. It's complex. It's frustrating. It's aggravating. How am I going to get it to work all the time? That's why you get those messy do-it-yourself rooms. The problem in the Microsoft Teams world for the longest time is it was too expensive to do a huddle conference room, too expensive to do a small or a focus conference room, right? Now with MAXHUB XCore, you can go into those rooms at a far lower price point than ever before. That's what we're changing, right? That's what I hope everybody looks at. Rather than going, hey, I want to do a BYOD room, I'm going to do a MAXHUB XCore room for Microsoft Teams. Makes life simpler, easier for everybody. So it's just a great way of doing it.
The even better bonuses on it is everybody knows not everybody in the world uses Teams. A lot of people use Zoom. A lot of people use WebEx. Some people still are left running Blue Jeans. And our MTR solution has the firmware on it that uses direct guest join. So as your organization does get those invites, say your developers they're going to have two people in the conference room. They're going to have a customer-based meeting. The customer says, hey, I'm going to send you a Zoom invite, but you have an MTR or one of our MTRs in the rooms now. You can absolutely just forward that meeting invitation to the room and go in there and click join on the panel, and it'll join that Zoom room, or it'll join that WebEx conference, or it'll join that Blue Jeans meeting. So it gets rid of all those complicated solutions where, hey, my devs now have to install Zoom on their laptop, and now they have to have all these different conferencing software on there. And now they can't use the cameras in the room because they only have an HDMI cable. So they're trying to use the webcam from their laptop, trying to run Zoom as a guest, and then trying to project onto the screen, and nobody knows where to look. It gets rid of all these complicated scenarios and just makes the room work for you rather than you having to work the room to try to get to a goal. And as we start moving into more bundle-based things, say you do have rooms that don't have anything, you're designing new rooms as people return to the office and you want these huddle spaces, you can purchase our MTR kits where I could throw the pricing to Charlie. Charlie, you want to talk about how much cheaper these are than everybody else in the market?
So once again, if you're wondering why there's so much buzz around MAXHUB lately, it's the cost of these bundles are crazy, right? I'll give you an example. The X10 VB kit, right? That comes with our video bar that has 3x optical zoom. It has all the audio you need, the microphones and speakers built in. You have the touch panel and you have the PC module, right? Perfect for focused small huddle rooms, right? You're looking at under $1,500 MSRP, right? You go, hey, look, I don't want a video bar. I really want kind of more of a speakerphone on my table. Great, we got the X10 WS kit. That actually has another 3x optical zoom camera with our BM35 speakerphone. Both these solutions are under $1,500 MSRP. So when you start looking at your huddle and small conference room and your focus rooms, you go, great, I need a camera, I need a speaker, I need a microphone, I need my PC module, I need my touch controller. Oh, what don't we have? Well, we don't have a display added to this. Hey, just so you know, MAXHUB is one of the largest display manufacturers in the world. So you can take the entire XCore kit series that we have for $1,500, and now you can add any one of our displays. You could also add one of our 21 by 9 105-inch displays, right? So we got displays going all the way from 43 inches all the way up to 105. Anything that you need in between. Give you an idea. If I take a look at the average focus huddle small conference room today, typically they'll go with a 65, 75-inch monitor. I take the $1,500 price point of our XCore kit with either our video bar or our camera and speakerphone. I add in the price of the display, about another $800. $2,300 for a huddle or small conference room. $2,300, right? When's the last time that you've seen a huddle and small conference room for Microsoft Teams come under $7,000 or $8,000, right? And then you got to add in all the installation. $2,300. Oh, wait, by the way, all those products in there, full 3-year advanced replacement warranty on it, right? Now you want to get up to the Signature Series? You want to get up to 21 by 9, 105-inch? $13,000 MSRP. 3-year advanced replacement warranty. One of the best displays you'll find in the marketplace today. And once again, at MAXHUB, we're going all in on the 21 by 9. So yes, we got the 105. We're going to be announcing more sizes in Q1 of next year. We've already announced our DV LED 21 by 9 that goes anywhere from 136 to 220 inches. And we're announcing COB chip on board. So once again, if you're looking for how to implement your Microsoft Teams signature room experience, MAXHUB has you covered. We're the only company in the marketplace today that can give you display, camera, speaker, microphone, processor, and touch controller all by one manufacturer. Us. Nobody else in the marketplace can do it. And we can do it at a price point that nobody can match. That's what MAXHUB's all about. Giving you the best experience possible at the best price point possible. That's what we're looking to do. So go ahead.
I love it, Charlie. And the one best thing that we do too is partnerships. So as you are looking at past your small and huddle rooms and you want larger conference rooms, you want to do like an executive boardroom, heck, you want to put it in an auditorium. We are pairing up with people like Sennheiser, Audio-Technica, 𝗦𝗽𝗲𝗸𝗀. If you went in room controls, we've got Extron, QSys, and Crestron already on board with us. So if you are in like a conference room that is going to be a big executive boardroom, you got the fancy blinds, you got the lights that are going to turn off. You're going to walk into that room with our MAXHUB panel, hit that join button. It's going to talk to your Crestron controller, kill the lights for you, close the blinds. It's going to bring in that ceiling tile microphone you guys installed and wanted to use with it. So then you don't have a bunch of audio equipment sitting at the front. Then you're going to have your nice, big, beautiful 105 in the front of the room, and you're going to be able to present. So you'll be able to see all the video of the people at the bottom, the content in the middle, questions on the left, the attendees on the right. Give you that really, really nice ultra-wide experience while looking beautiful and not costing you as much as a Ferrari.
Yeah, and look, I will say everybody this, right? Our biggest goal for 2024 and beyond is to make sure that we can work in almost every ecosystem out there, because we know customers have already deployed Crestron, Extron, Q systems, right? We want to make sure that we can simply partner and integrate into those environments, simple and easy for you. So you're going to see a lot more partnerships coming along down the road. It's a big deal for us, right? We want to make sure that we're not only simple to use, simple to buy, very reasonable price point, but we want to make sure we can fit in any environment out there. So we're really, really excited about this. So, and with that, let me just let everybody know, we wanted to cover a lot today, and we think we did. We gave you kind of a good overview of it today. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come. Next week, we will be having a webinar. You'll be able to see the information down below on our page. Click to register for the webinar. You will learn everything and anything about MAXHUB XCore products, what we're doing, what's going on, how it works in the environment, as well as there'll be full Q&A. So I can answer any question that you like. And I love answering questions. So does Alan. So anything that you have questions on, please register for our webinar. Come learn more about MAXHUB, our new XCore products, and everything that we have to come. So Alan, hey, thanks for joining me today on this call. I know we get a kick out of doing these. So I want to thank you all for joining us today and learning a little bit more about MAXHUB. And we'll see you at Microsoft Ignite.
See you, everybody. Can't wait to meet you.
Take care. Bye.